You see, there are things that sometimes I fail to understand. Imagine a learned man who is an accomplished lawyer. I don't know how I can put it. But the question is, let's say if you get married to a lady and you pay dowry, then this marriage fails, or rather breaks down, and you decide to divorce and part ways. So where does somebody get the strength to go back to the lady's family and ask for the dowry? Okay, to put it to the right context, there is this story of the renowned lawyer, that is lawyer Ogola, Advocate Ogola. So this is a man that is so respected in the legal field. Is somebody who has been seen at the forefront of many legal battles. And through that, he's been given a lot of respect. But I don't know wanaume, nini huwa inakuanga mbaya. Where do we get advices? Who advises us? Because unapata mtu ameenda tu shule, akasoma vizuri, akona jina nzuri, majina. Sasa unakuja, sisi nini inakuja inaharibu kila kitu. Sasa Ogola ameenda nyumba, ametuma watu wake waende wachukue ng'ombe ambayo alipeleka huko kwa kina msichana anaitwa Cebby Koks. That's the sister of Akode. I remember the wedding was glamorous. It was a colorful wedding, and I think is one of the people, I would say, in Luoland that paid very heavy dowry. So I don't know how it ended, that after the marriage failed, the marriage failed, Ogola decided to go and have back his cows. And people have really talked about his action. That those who are of the opinion that he did the right thing, because maybe it is the lady who prompted him to do that. But many people believe that it was not a wise decision to demand, or rather go for the cows that he paid, or rather he took to the lady's home as dowry. I don't know what the Luo tradition dictates or says about this, but I've never had this. Since I was born, I've never had that I've never heard of any scenario where a man goes to the lady's home and demands that he is given back his cows or money or any other material possession that he gave to the parents of the girl or of the lady. So I personally believe that it was uncalled for. It was not right at all. It was shameful. Even if the tradition allows that, but with the name Ogola, that's a big, is a household name in the legal field. So sometimes I think before we act, even if it is revenge, even if it's under what circumstances, I think it's completely wrong. It was absolutely wrong to behave that way. It was childish. Because I normally believe in one thing, that whatever you give to a lady, whatever you give to a lady's relatives, if this relationship fails to work, let it be. Forget about whatever investment you actually put on the lady. Even a child is born and the child can die. So zingine tunasema ni mipango ya Mungu. Tena mema, nenda zako, na ukiachwa kubali kuachika. These emotional reactions actually lead to big shames. It's a big shame actually going back to a lady's home and demanding that you be given the cows, my friend. And some of these cows also, if you look at them, they are not really okay. So okay, let me not go that deep, but I would say that men, before you commit yourself to a lady, just try to think out of the box. Have a broaden your mind. Know that this relationship can work or it can fail. And if it fails, ask yourself, are there going to be devastating effects? And what would be your reaction? And this is why most people don't agree with me, but I always believe that before you marry, just take your time and date somebody's daughter. Date, have a relationship, a deeper relationship with somebody's daughter. You can even stay with this lady as long as you agree. And I don't see any problem even setting a family, so that by the time you decide that you want to go and pay dowry, however expensive it is, however affordable it is, it's gonna be, it's now upon the two of you, so that in case anything happens, you don't regret as if you've made a big loss. Marriage should not be commercialized. These days, you hear somebody says that, I will go pay dowry first before I settle down with this lady as my wife. And there are ladies also who put pressure on people who are going to marry them, their future husbands, that before you marry me, you have to go and pay this amount to my parents. You need to take this number of cows. I'm telling you, the moment you commercialize a marriage or doing it to maybe make the other partner happy or to please your wife to be, I'm telling you, when the shock will come, you will not be able to handle it unless you have strong shock absorbers. And that is the reason why cases like this one of this lawyer and Cebby Koks has gone that, a stretch to that extent. So men should just sit down and have a meeting with themselves and try to know how you handle issues. Yes, mukiachana, just accept and move on. Move on. Forget about this material possession, whatever you invested in somebody. It is a stupidity of the highest order, doing such a thing. And you're somebody who is renowned. You're popular. You're like a celebrity. You're known to be an intellect. You see, there are things that certain people shouldn't do. But if you choose to do them, then people will actually take away the respect that they have for you. So anyway, the decision is yours as a man, the decision is yours as a woman. But one thing I know, marriage is a very sensitive institution that before anybody makes a decision to invest in, then, generally you just have to think deeply so that you don't find yourself being caught unaware when things go haywire. Anyway, do subscribe and see you in the next video. I'm Dixon already.